SEC office. Thank you for joining us for the SEC Football Championship Student Athlete Media Teleconference. Georgia and LSU will each have 3 representatives on the call. Each team will have 30 minutes with 10 minutes allotted to each student athlete. Georgia will go first, followed by LSU at 12:30 Central Time. Representing Georgia on the call in order will be Azeez Ojulari, Jake Fromm, and J.R. Reed. We will begin the call with Azeez Ojulari. If you have any questions for Azeez, please press *1 now. And Azeez, while we wait on questions, please take a moment to comment on your team entering the SEC Championship game.
Hey, this is Azeez, man. I feel really great and happy and excited for our team coming in this championship game, and we're just excited and very blessed to have this opportunity, and we're going to be ready.
If you have any questions for Azeez, please press *1 now. And first question is from Murray Poole of Bulldog Illustrated.
How you doing today?
I'm doing good.
Azeez, not about personnel, but what would you say about the LSU offense? We know they're so explosive and everything, but do they do a lot of the same alignments and, schemes and all so forth that maybe close to somebody you faced you can name a team so far?
I wouldn't say anything close, but they're very different for sure. Definitely, their offense is very explosive. They generate big plays, and they have playmakers all over the field on that side of the ball. So, yeah, they're a very good offense.
They do use the empty backfield with Joe Burrow back there by himself a lot of times, don't they?
Right.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
If you have any questions for Azeez, please press *1. Next question is from Wilson Alexander of The Advocate.
Hey Azeez, how are you?
Hey, I'm good. What about you?
How much have y'all started? Obviously, it's early in the week, so how much have y'all started studying that LSU offense?
We started studying a pretty good amount so far.
What things jump out as to what they do so well? And obviously, you weren't playing much in that game last year, but I mean, what looks different about their team now than it did when y'all played them a year ago?
They just have those playmakers all over the field on that side of the ball. They just have playmakers left to right. They can make big plays happen no matter what it is. They can make a bad play just turn it into a big play. So they got playmakers all around.
Any questions for Azeez Ojulari, please press *1. Next question is from Brooks Austin of SI Bulldog Maven. Brooks, are you on the line?
Sorry. Yes, Azeez. My apologies. I was on mute. I was just wondering, with a reasonably mobile quarterback like Joe Burrow, how important is it this week to maintain your pass rush integrity and not let him get outside the pocket?
That's a big key for us, definitely. Make sure we keep him inside the pocket, generate that pressure on him, definitely make him cause bad throws and stuff. So we definitely got to generate our pass rush this week and keep him inside the pocket and make sure we don't lose contain on him because he could get out and make big plays with his legs also.
Thank you.
No problem.
For any questions for Azeez Ojulari, please press *1. And we'll go back to Wilson Alexander of The Advocate.
Azeez, when you're on the field, is there any chance that you'd be lined up in the slot covering a wide receiver, or are you playing more toward the line of scrimmage?
It depends on the call we get, definitely. I could be sometimes. It just depends on what call we get from our coordinator. It just depends, really.
Gotcha. So, I mean, with that chance, I mean, when you look at those wide receivers, you mentioned the playmakers. What is it about Jamar Chase and Jefferson that are just so difficult to defend? How do they get so open?
I just they run their routes good, really. So it's just like they can catch those 50-50 balls also. So it's just like those guys just they make the big plays when they need to be made. Really.
Thank you.
No problem.
If you have any questions for Azeez Ojulari, please press star 1. And we'll go back to Murray Poole of Bulldog Illustrated.
Yes, Aziz. Coach Smart has called Clyde Edwards-Helaire maybe the epitome of just a great running back. He's a bowling ball type running back that runs with power and quickness. Do you think he's going to be as good a back as certainly y'all faced all season long?
Yes, sir.
Number 22.
For sure. Yes, sir. Definitely for sure. He's a great back. He could make big plays, bounce off tackles. He's hard to go down. He's a very physical runner, so we definitely got to bring our A game for sure.
Of course, you didn't play against him last year, being a redshirt freshman, did you? But you know what? He had a really good game against Georgia last year, right?
Good.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
To ask any questions for Azeez Ojulari, please press star 1. Any other questions for Azeez? We'll go back.
I was just wondering, I know you've gotten a little bit of time to take a look at the offensive lineman from LSU. So, is there any specific, weakness or something that you're looking forward to this weekend, maybe a specific pass rush, if someone may be susceptible to the speed rush or anything like that, headed forward?
They're a great group of guys up front. Definitely, they're talented up there too. So this is going to be a good challenge for us. And the defensive front definitely coming into this game, just working on the edge, keeping containing the quarterback, just making sure we have a good level rush, not running upfield.
And it's kind of a similar thing in the run game as well, having gap integrity against LSU. How much of I know Kirby Smart preaches on that all year long, but how important is it to stay, gap sound against a football team like LSU?
Definitely is really important for us, definitely, because they could turn that little gap into a big play if someone's out there gap. So we definitely got to do our job and own your gap and just play to the standard, do what you got to do to get this win.
Yeah, thanks.
No problem.
If there are any other questions for Azeez Ojulari, please press star.
Hey, Azeez, what's up, buddy?
What's up?
Hey, man, I guess the blueprint for the year has been this defense making the other offense one-dimensional. Do you see that as a reality, or is it going to be more important just winning third down or limiting explosive plays as the keys for this game?
We definitely want to make it one-dimensional also and limit those explosives for sure, definitely. That would be a key role into this game because, they can make those explosive plays continuously because they have the type of offense to do that. So we want to limit those and make sure we make them one-dimensional for sure.
Azeez, what impresses you the most about Joe Burrow?
He's so elusive. He don't go down easy. He can throw those 50-50 balls. He's a great quarterback overall, Heisman candidate. So great quarterback.
Thanks, man.
No problem.
That's all the questions for today, Azeez. Thank you. Ready?
I am ready.
Okay, if you have any questions for Jake, please press star 1 now. And Jake, while we are waiting on questions, please take a moment to comment on the Georgia team entering the SEC Championship.
Yeah, for us, we're excited. We're really thankful to be here. For us to have this opportunity 3 years in a row, I think it's huge. And for us, it just starts with a lot of hard work and preparation this week. And, let's go make it happen.
If you have any questions for Jake Fromm, please press star 1. And first question is from Murray Poole of Bulldog Illustrated.
Hey, Jake, how you doing today?
Hey, doing good.
Just fine. Same question I asked Aziz, but in reverse. As you look at the LSU defense, their schemes and their alignment and everything, are they similar to anybody you face this year? Of course, I know so. And also, they had 6 sacks against Texas A&M. I guess, along with a similarity, probably they'll try to get good pressure on you too. And so, and I know you trust in your offensive line. So, what would be your take about that?
For us, when you see them on film, you see just, a great group of guys who are playing really tough football. They have a lot of similarities to our defense. We see a great picture from them throughout the week and obviously throughout the entire year. So for us, it's, hey, how can we get those good looks against our defense and to be best prepared to play on Saturday?
Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Next question is from Anthony Dasher of Rivals.com.
Hey, Jake. It's actually Jeff Schultz of The Athletic. Question, when you're making a transition to a new offensive coordinator, how does that impact you, and could that have sort of affected your production this year?
For us, I think it's just, getting the whole unit to buy into what we're trying to do as an offense. For us, is about playing tough, playing physical, and being relentless. And we want to go out and score points every time we get the ball. And I guess it's for us, it's just all about all 11 guys moving in the same direction and trying to do good for the football team.
For you personally, though, is there a transition period, either hearing it from a new voice or maybe from a new way of doing things at all? I mean, is there anything to that at all for you personally?
I think anytime you get change, it could be a little different. But I think things have been extremely well with Coach Coley, and Coach Coley's been a huge factor in why we're 11-1.
Thank you.
Sir.
To ask a question of Jake Fromm, please press star 1. Next question is from Wilson Alexander of The Advocate.
Jake, when you look across at LSU's defense in that secondary, what are going to be the challenges in facing them, especially not having Lawrence Cager in this game and then without George Pickens in the first half?
Yeah, for us, it's just about winning first down and, hey, how can we win our one-on-one battles? We're all 11 guys are playing for the team, but it's kind of revolved around winning the one-on-ones. So we have to win our one-on-ones, and we have to win on first down.
Thank you.
Next question is from Brooks Austin of SI Bulldog Maven.
Yeah, Jake, I'm just curious, with a guy like Grant Delpit on the other end from LSU, and they'll do a variety of things with him in terms of coverage and blitzing, how important is it to kind of know where he's at on the field every snap?
Well, yeah, you said it yourself. You got to know what they're trying to do with him in certain packages and with certain personnel on the field. So it's kind of understanding what down it is, where he's going to be, and just really try to keep an eye on him and try to figure out what they really try to do with him out of certain looks.
Next question I got for you is, you guys have been pretty successful this year in 2-minute drills and no-huddle situations. What's kind of gone into you guys' success as an offense in those type of environments?
Yeah, I think that's a lot about repetition. We practice it a lot. On Thursdays for us, when we go 2 minutes against defense, that's a huge period. It's a very competitive period. And for me, I think it's something that I really do well. It's just something I did in high school was playing up tempo, playing fast, and I think guys, we buy into it. We're really focused, and I think we're really good at it.
Thank you.
To ask a question for Jake Fromm, please press star 1. Next is Anthony Dasher, Rivals.com.
Yeah, this is Anthony this time, Jake. The question about Georgia Pickens again. What kind of conversation have you guys had with him about the ejection since the game, and how has he responded?
I think he's responded well. There was a moment yesterday where he apologized for his actions, and you can definitely see a step for him growing up and trying to realize that his actions affect more than just him. They affect the entire team. So, we're excited for him for the next step moving forward. But, it is what it is, and we're going to have to go and play without him for the first half, and it is what it is. Let's go play football.
Appreciate that.
Next question is from Jeff Sintel of the Atlanta Journal.
Hey, Jake, good afternoon.
What's up, Jeff?
Man, throughout every level of football, you play on Saturday or game day like you practice throughout the week. You keep saying, this offense is close. Everybody thinks they can feel it. Is that because you see more of it on the practice field that that the offense is just not bringing to the field on Saturday, or has it kind of been off and on with this team in practice as well too?
Yeah, in practice, it's you see things happen, and you get really excited. You get really excited about things. We go against our defense when we go good on good periods. When our defense is one of the best, I believe the best in the nation. They probably won't like this, but we kind of give it to them, sometimes, and so it's like. If we can do it against them, we can do it against anybody, and I think it's just a matter of us showing up and just doing it on Saturday, and doing it repetitively and going out and straining for all 4 quarters.
And Jake, another question. I think you got to know Joe Burrow a little bit during the off season at the academy. What was that like, and how did you come to know Joe?
Yeah, I like Joe a lot, man. Joe's a really good dude. He's a fun guy. He's got a great personality, and someone who I can definitely see stay in contact with for a really long time. So really proud of him for the success he's had. A guy who deserves it, put a lot of work in for it. But it'd be fun to see him on Saturday and go out and compete against him.
Thanks, man.
Yes, sir.
We'll go back to Anthony Dasher of Rivals.com.
Hey, Jake, this is Connor Riley of Dog Nation. What do you remember about that LSU game last year? Do you sort of take anything away from it facing them again this week?
Yeah, we'll definitely go back and watch it and kind of dissect it a little bit. But I think for us it's just we're a different team now than we were then, and for us we'll be playing in a different location. So I think that'll help a little bit, and I think our guys will be more focused and ready to roll this time around.
And then Dominic Blaylock has played well for you guys in big games this year. What about his personality has sort of allowed him to do that?
Dom, he's a guy who just shows up and works. He doesn't complain a lot. Really doesn't say one thing or another. He's just a guy who shows up, does his job, and moves on. So that's what we like about Dom. He's a really consistent guy, and a guy who's always going to get it done for us on the field.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, sir.
And the next question is from Mayan Patel of the Red and Black.
Hey, Jake, at LSU this year, Joe Brady, their passing game coordinator, has gotten a lot of credit about the rejuvenation of that offense and the system for Burrow. I'm just curious, what's the effect that Coach Hankin has had on the offense here, and what kind of new things has he brought to the table working with you personally?
Yeah, Coach Hank actually does a lot for us. He does a lot of the passing game for us, and Coach Hank, he definitely brings a lot of new ideas, and he offers new ways to kind of get things done. And I can really thank Coach Hank a lot, for the help he's given us, with the communication part, from the quarterback to receivers, and getting everybody on the same page. And he does a lot behind the scenes.
Do you think that Coach Hank will be even more critical this week, maybe when you have some of the guys like Cager and Pickens out for the half?
Yeah, no doubt. I think everybody's going to be, more critical this week. I think it's just, hey, how can we just get a little bit better and just get everybody on the same page?
Thanks, Jake.
Yes, sir.
And that's all the time for today, Jake. Thank you.
Thank you.
JR, are you on the call?
Yes, I am. How you doing?
Good. Thank you for joining us. If you have any questions for JR, please press *1 now. And JR, while we wait on questions, please take a moment to comment on the Georgia team entering the SEC Championship game.
Just a team that's been working very hard throughout the years. Everyone has bought into this program, and we see our hard work pay off.
That's a question for J.R. Reed. Please press *1. First question is from Murray Poole of Bulldog Illustrated.
Hey, JR. I was asking earlier, Aziz, is this offense, LSU, explosive as they are, similar to anything with their schemes and alignment that you faced so far, anybody? And also, I know it's a tremendous challenge for the secondary, facing two of the top receivers in the nation that seem to run at will, open in those secondaries. So what would you say about those two things?
We faced very good offenses throughout this SEC, man. We went against Florida. They have very good receivers out there. And, playing Auburn on a team that's very good, that can put up some points, and also just facing the A&M team that, can spread the ball around. Those two receivers, they do a great job out there making plays and making guys miss. We're going to have to do a good job in tackling when those guys get the ball.
Okay, thank you.
To ask a question for J.R. Reed, please press *1. Next question is from Brooks Austin of SI Bulldog Maven.
And sometimes empty formations to try to get, man-on-man and isolation situations on the outside. How confident are you guys as a defensive backs group in your man-to-man coverage ability going up against an offense like this?
We're very confident. Confidence is a key when you play DB. And, Coach Smart and Coach Warren, we've done a great job throughout the, over the year and getting these guys ready. And we have some things that we can adjust to, and we're going to run to some different things and show those guys some different looks.
Thank you.
Next question is from Wilson Alexander of The Advocate.
Hey, JR, how are you doing today?
How you doing, man?
When you study Jamar Chase's game, obviously he's up for the Biletnikoff and all. What is it that he's been able to do this year to get just so open and have such a successful year?
He gets a lot of yak. After he catches the ball, he's in space. He makes guys miss, and he also high points the ball. His catch radius is all over the place. So even when the defenders are in good position, he can go up and get the ball. That's one of the things that just makes him such a great receiver.
Y'all probably haven't put together the whole game plan yet, but based on where your position is and where he plays on the field, are you going to be matched up on him sometimes, possibly?
I'm not sure yet, man. You want me to tell you the game plan? I can't give you the recipe.
I know. Did you defend him one-on-one last year at all?
I don't recall.
Okay. Thank you.
So that's a question for J.R. Reed. Please press *1. Next question is from Henry Queen of the Red and Black.
I was wondering, how has Richard's account grown and developed any of you?
Richard has done a great job of maturing on and off the field. He's taking his film study very seriously, and he's helping guys get lined up. And he's out there really helping me getting guys coached up, and he's done an amazing job.
What's in your favorite memory with him?
Excuse me?
What's in your favorite memory with him?
Oh, my favorite memory, Richard? I'd probably see him do those backflips, man, and him being just so athletic. And he always has a smile, no matter what type of day you're having, Richard's always going to put a smile on your face.
Thank you.
Next question is from Anthony Dasha, Rivals.com.
Hey, JR, it's actually Mark Weiser from the Athens Banner-Herald. We're all here in the same room. I wanted to ask you, Aziz was saying earlier when we spoke to him that this is a great Georgia defense. Do you think Saturday, how you do against a potent, powerful offense like LSU will go a long way in determining just how good you guys are?
I want to just say one game was going to determine what we've done all year. I mean, we worked very good. We worked very hard this year. It shows. It's paid off. We've done some amazing things as this defense, in this regular season. Well, we got a work cut out for us.
this game, and, it's going to be a great challenge.
Also, this will be your third SEC championship game. Is there much value that you have from those experiences that you think will help you Saturday?
Yeah, just being experienced and being in this environment, it definitely helped me out. I can get my guys lined up and let them know what to expect throughout practice.
Thank you.
To ask a question for J.R. Reed, please press star 1. Next is Brooks Austin of SI Bulldog Maven.
Yeah, Jay, I've noticed Tyreek Stevenson's been playing a little bit more as of late. Could you just speak to kind of the talent that he has just as a young freshman and just the versatility, that he has as a player?
Tyreek is one of those guys you get in here and you just see the talent, as soon as he shows up. And he can play any of those positions in the back end. He's working very hard. He's taking his study seriously. So he goes out there and works hard every day and makes plays for us. And he's one of the guys we got to have on the field.
I got you. I noticed you corrected his alignment against Auburn, I believe, in the first series of the game. How important is it for you as the, kind of the leader of that defense to make sure your guys are lined up correctly? And how do you go about knowing everybody's job on the field?
It's just studying, man. It's just studying and just constant studying and make sure my guys are in the right spot and just communicating with them and what they need to do throughout the days, in practice and making sure they're lined up. I'm able to play all the positions around there in the secondary. So that's one of the things I can do is help guys get lined up. And if one guy is misaligned, then the whole defense fails.
Thank you.
And our final question for J.R. Reed will be from Jess Tell of the Atlanta Journal.
Hey, J.R., man, what's up?
How you doing, man?
It seems like every year there's a prolific offense in Georgia's way of the goals. It's Oklahoma 2017, Alabama 2018, and now LSU with another prolific run. Does this feel like the same type of animal, personnel groupings, elite players, or is it a different and more daunting challenge in your mind?
It's not the same, and it's not daunting at all. It's just, another challenge that we got to face. One of the things when you play in this league, play in the SEC, you're playing college football now. Offenses are just so good, able to put up points. They have great weapons out there. They have great quarterbacks. So it's just one of the things you got to deal with, each year.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.